Hi everyone, today's tutorial is going to be what I am calling turquoise gemstone nails, and I am going to be showing you how to create that. It's a very easy type of nail to do, and what I'm going to be using, I'm not using turquoise because I've already done a turquoise one as you saw in the little beginning opening scene. I'm going to be using Pink Bikini, CND Shellac, CND Vinylux in Blackpool, and Essie, I think this is No Place Like Chrome, yes, Essie No Place Like Chrome. And I'm also using a bit of makeup sponge and hairspray. I'll explain that. So I've just got a bottle of, what have I got here, Tresemme, and in a bowl with some room temperature water. So here's my bowl, I'll just pop some water into that, and let's get started. Okay, so I've got an old phone case here that I'm recycling, and I've just decanted just here some silver polish, the Essie No Place Like Chrome. I've got some sponge in my tweezers. I'm just going to dab it through the Essie polish, and then I'm just going to do a couple of little sort of very light patches of silver. So I'm going to leave it at that. You really don't need much, and that's not in focus, sorry guys. There you go, so just a little bit. And that is all. Okay, so I've got my water here, and it's going to pop my cream puff on to the surface of the water. I don't know whether I said previously, I am changing cream to cream puff because I am going to do another variation of this nail using Blackpool in a minute. So spread it out, spray your hairspray on it, you get that effect. Get your nail, which is here, and I've taped it. Find a bit you like and dip your Colourpop in and lift it over and pull it out, and just get rid of any excess water, and that's what you're left with. And out of focus, sorry guys, there you go. So that is one version. Obviously every time that you do this you're going to get a different effect because the polish separates a different way. So I'm going to show you another version, and I'll be back in one second. So I've got another bowl of water here, and I've also got a Colourpop here which I did just before. I've taped it up. It is a very thin coat of silver chrome just to give it a bit of a base, and it's 2 coats of ice vapor, which is just stunning. I love ice vapor. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do some Blackpool. I'm not putting any metallic dots on it obviously because it doesn't need it for that nail. So I'm going to pop some Blackpool into the water. And I might just double dip there, double drop. So I'm getting my hairspray, spray it onto the water, and automatically it spreads out like that. So I'm just going to pick a patch, which I think is going to be just here because it's the most coverage. Oh, sorry guys, there's my big hand in the way. So I'm going to drop it down. And now at this stage you could, as you do with water marbling, you could clean up with an orange wood stick to get rid of any of the extra polish that's in the background so that it doesn't get all over your nail. So just keep your nail in the water and clean up any excess, and then pick it up, and you're left with that. So I'm going to wait for these to dry, and I'm going to come back and top coat them. But I will say you can use hand sanitizer as long as it comes in a spray pump. Obviously you can use perfume and you do get the same effect. It is trial and error. Some of these times it doesn't work because the water is contaminated with your hairspray or your perfume, so you need to change your water. Obviously the tape is an essential thing for your client's fingers because otherwise you're going to be forever cleaning up, so that's another thing that you do. You never remove the tacky layer when you do this. You do this onto the tacky layer. It also does work brilliantly with nail polish. And I'm just going to let these dry and I will come back. Okay, so my 2 Colourpops are dry, and I'm just going to top coat them. And as I said before, you can do this with regular polish, it works fine. So I'm just going to get my CND top coat and float it across the nail, Don't you love it how everything in the background focuses? Nothing in the foreground, the thing that you actually want to focus, doesn't focus. So I'm just going over this a few times, just making sure it's all properly covered. And sealing my free edge. And I'll pop that one in the lamp. And then again with my ice vapor nail. I quite like this one, I like the way this has turned out. And as I said, every time that you add your hairspray you will get a different effect. You're never going to end up with exactly the same nail. So you're going to have an individual nail. No matter how many people do this, you're always going to have an individual nail every time. So it's really, really lovely. It's a really easy way of doing some nail art. If you tape up the fingers, you won't have any mess. And just makes a brilliant accent finger feature nail. Okie doke, so that's done. I'll just pop those in the lamp for 2 minutes and I'll be back. Okay, so these have come out the lamp and I've removed the inhibition layer and they are lovely. I really like this technique. I think it looks really stunning. Not for everybody obviously, but if you want a really unusual feature nail, this is the way to go. Either a turquoise sort of nail or it sort of reminds me of a bit of certain types of marbling. So that's really, really easy. You can, as I said, do it with gel polish or you can do it with regular polish. Now I've got another 3 here to show you and just how they turned out slightly differently. Okay guys, so this is another 2 using CND Shellac. The one on the left is the new Plum Paisley from the Modern Folklore collection and the one on the right is Fine Vermilion from the CND Modern Folklore collection. I love the one on the left. It is my favourite out of all of them. And as you can see, it's so every one of these is so different. I'll just show you the other 2 again there. So every single time you're going to get a different one because of the way that the product will separate. So I've got those 4 there, and I've just got this other one that I did with the indigo gel polish in Tiffany. So it is a true turquoise, and that's completely different again, completely different effect. Okay, so that's all 5 lined up, and as you can see, everyone is very much different to the other. And I just wanted to give you 2 little tips that I would use if I'm doing these on a client. I would tape up the skin around the nail so that you don't have trouble cleaning off any excess product. And the other thing is when the water is no longer working properly, as in the product isn't separating how you want, it means the water needs to be changed because it has become contaminated with whatever you are spraying in there. So that's one thing to keep in mind. I was getting a bit frustrated because I'm thinking this isn't working, and actually it was just the water is contaminated with the hairspray that I'm using. So change your water frequently. And the only other thing I wanted to show you, I'll just zoom back out again so you can see, I've got this product. Now this is foil nugget, which is very, very, very fine. It's like foil leaf, gold leaf and silver sort of leafing. I won't open the packets because these literally just fly everywhere. But if you were feeling creative, you could use these instead of sponging on gold or silver polish. So I just wanted to show you them. These are readily available in eBay. They're a few dollars each. And that is another option. I hope you liked this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. And any comments you have, leave them in the comments bar below. I will pop any information that you need to know in the description bar. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. I'm going to have a lot more videos coming up. I've got part 4 of my stamping video coming up, my stamping video series coming up soon. So stay tuned. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching. Bye.